Good morning, everyone. It is a few days after Christmas, and we decided to go visit the Tower of London. They have their Christmas decorations up. So while we've been to the tower several times before, it's not our first visit. We haven't seen it with the holiday decorations. So we wanted to go check it out and take you guys along for the ride.
I don't know if I've said it before, but the way we train into London is we just go on the train line app and book our tickets that way. We usually book open return, so we don't have to stress about when we're coming and going. Yeah. Two adults and two kids, depending on the time of day. If you go on the weekend, it's an off peak, so it's generally a little cheaper. But today we're going on a Friday, so it cost us a little bit more. But yeah, we just use the train line app. It's as simple as that.
In order to get to the Tower of London from King's Cross Station, which I'm assuming if you're a traveler, that's probably where it'll dump you off. You just take the Circle line right there, and it's the yellow, if you couldn't tell. You take the Circle line about 5 stops. So yeah, we're King's Cross right there, and then we'll just go down and we'll get off at Tower Hill. It drops you off across the street from the actual Tower of London, so it's maybe a 5-10 minute walk until you get to the entrance. It's very quick and simple. Of all the sites to go see in London, this is one of the easier ones to get to. So, easy as that. Here we are. We're at the Tower of London. Like I said, it was just a short walk from the Tower Hill tube station. Now, the Tower of London is one of the oldest structures in London. It was created as a fortress in 1070 by William the Conqueror. And then later, it became a castle, mainly because they added lodging to it. Future kings, obviously, not William the Conqueror. And it has been a fortress and a castle since. There we go. And we are going to go into it. Entrance to the Tower of London for adults is £29.90, and for kids it's £14.90. However, you can also become a member of the historic Royal Palace, and that gets you entrance to the Tower of London, Hampton Court Palace, Kensington Palace, and Hillsborough Palace in Northern Ireland. And for us, there is a family membership, which is 2 adults and up to 6 children, and that is £122 for a year, which, if you're going to do more than one site, it's completely worth it. I have been here, this will be my 3rd time visiting the tower since we became a member. I came with my mom in July, Alex and I came in November, and now we're coming here. And we all also went to Hampton Court back in August. So the membership has really paid for itself. And as you can see, this used to be what was the moat, but last year they transformed it into the Super Bloom for the Queen's Jubilee. I am not sure if they're going to do it again, but they've definitely tilled up the ground since. And yeah, you can see, so as I was mentioning earlier, William the Conqueror made it, and originally it was just one fortress, and then later on, the defensive walls, these right here, and some of the smaller additional towers were added. So it was kind of built on. And yeah, this is the side, which is the train station was that way. And the entrance is going to be over there. And that's where we're headed right now, because we have an 11 o'clock slot and it's almost time to go in. Do you remember visiting the Tower of London, Landon? Do you remember visiting it? No. So it'll be like all new stuff for you, right? Do you know what? Well, not quite private, but do you guys know anything about the tower?
It has lots of jewels.
Oh, is that something you're looking forward to doing?
Yep. Yeah.
When you go in, there's scanners for your tickets, and then you go through a metal detector for your bags, and then as soon as you're through, you can pick up.
It's the same kind of metal detector as at Disney.
Yep, the same kind of metal detectors as at Disney, and you can pick up maps as soon as you're through. Are you guys happy you got maps?
Yeah.
You love maps. And this is your view as soon as you get through. Right at the entrance, they tell you the Yeoman Water Tours are at. And off in the distance, you can see Tower Bridge. It's a nice little sight you can see. You can also see it from within the tower. I was just showing you, you know, first glimpse. Oh, there's another one. Maybe it's an activity.
Crows.
The ravens. Oh my gosh. Am I holding like little holly? It says Christmas at the Tower. I wonder if that's going to show you some of the stuff, where the holiday decorations are at. You'll have to read it and let us know, okay, Landon? Look through it and give us a recap when you're done, okay? Coming in from the entrance, you're just going to go straight to hit the main attractions, if you will. You're following basically the outer wall so you can go into the big circle. Think of like a square with something in the center, and that kind of gives you an idea of how the layout is here. But as we're walking, we are going to go do the crown jewels first because Evelyn really wants to see them. And I was going to say, in case you didn't know, this is the house where they are housed. I won't be able to film because they don't allow filming inside, but it is very, it is unique. It's one of those things that you gotta see because they are quite the sight. I wanted to mention at the entrance, I mentioned the Yeoman Warder Tour, and I wanted to explain what the Yeoman Warders were. Back when I want to say Henry VIII was king, he declared that the yeoman warders would constantly stay and live on site to help guard the tower. Now they're also referred to as beefeaters. And the reason they're called beefeaters is because Henry VII declared that they could eat as much beef as they wanted, which back in the late 1400s, 1500s was a luxury. So the fact that they got to do it was very special. So that's why they're called that. And here at the tower, if you come, you'll recognize them by their sharp black wool coats with red trim. And they're usually sometimes they're wearing a hat as well. So, you know, and if you need any help or have any questions, you'll always see them walking around, and they're more than happy to give you any tips or advice if you need it.
We had decided we were going to go see the crown jewels, and then we got to where they are and decided that the line is far too long. We've seen them before, and we have memberships, so we can come back whenever we want.
Now let me show you.
Yeah, look at the line.
This goes in and out and in and out. All the way down there. So we decided we're going to pivot and we're going to focus just on the Christmas stuff today. And we can come back another weekend to do the other stuff that we've done in the past, and we will do again. But this time we're just going to focus on finding the 12 days of Christmas at the tower, right?
And we've already found one.
Evie looks so happy.
I know.
Evie, why do you look so
She's
sad?
disappointed. She wanted to
What's
see
wrong?
them.
Nothing? Your face
All right.
doesn't say nothing.
We have already found one.
You found, which one is it?
10. It says, on the 10th day of Christmas, the tower shared with me 10 shining shields.
And this Quince.
It says, Christmas is a time for family. England's kings and queens have shown they belong to the same family through coats of arms, a badge which shows the people they have a right to rule. As new families marry into the royal family, the badges used have also changed. Do you know who each of these coat of arms belongs to?
Unfortunately, we don't. But here are some of them. So let's see. There's 1, 2. Is that one different?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, they're different.
That one is a line.
There's 4 over there.
5.
You see 5? Okay.
Back there, and then the same pattern up on that next one.
So there you go. The 10th is the coat of arms. Unfortunately, there's lines built up between us and the next sign, but I will read it to you. It is 9 rowdy ravens, and up on the railing, they have wreaths with each of the ravens and their names. You have a couple. There's Georgie. Grippa.
Yeah, it's Grippa.
Grippa. Moonin. There's a couple of them. I won't show you all. Poppy and Jubilee. How fun. But yeah, all the ravens get their own wreath. I think that's really cool. Speaking of 9 rowdy ravens, here are the ravens. They're locked up. I know last month they were kept in the cages because there's a bad strain of bird flu going around England right now. I'm not sure if that's why they're still in there, but here they are.
Yeah, I don't
There
see
they are.
the signs. Last time there were signs talking about the bird flu.
Yeah, like I
So
said,
there might
I'm
be a
not sure.
different reason.
But
Them some big birds.
they are some very big birds. Here is the 8th day on the trail. It's the 8th Henry, so it's for King Henry VIII and his wives. So you have a King Henry in the center and each of his 6 wives and their motto. So when they became queens, they got to have a motto, a royal motto. So you got the first one down here, which I'm going to take a closer look at because she was my favorite. Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. How I love this. Like, this is really cool. They do look like dresses. They took the ponies. I'm going to zoom in so you guys get a better look. There you go. There we go. That's really awesome. That's cool. That is a unique decoration.
It's kind of cool.
It is really
This
cool.
was like the whole thing you wanted to see.
Yes. We're taking a pause from our holiday decoration search to eat some lunch. They do have a cafe here. I do believe that was what one of the lines was for. So we just bring our own food because you are allowed to bring your own food and snacks and drinks into the tower. So money-saving tip or time-saving tip if you want it. And normally every other time we've come here, we've sat on the benches, but they are very wet today, so we're just skipping that part. But normally, if it's a nice day, you're more than welcome to sit on benches. They don't have like tables, picnic tables, so you can't find like a full official. So don't bring something that you would need like cutlery with, I would say. But quick hand snacks, absolutely. Let's dig in. We found number 7. It's over by the toilets, which is behind the crown jewels, for anyone that was interested. The 7th day is 7 sovereign crowns. So
How do they have claws?
it's the type of monkey they are. On right above it is the baboon statues. And Evie's very interested, as always, with the animals. Yeah, it's about 7 crowns is what it's supposed to represent, and the tree that goes with it has jewels and crowns on it. There you go. I would wager, yep, Alex just said, I'd wager a bet that there are 7 crowns on the tree, and I bet you he's right. There's one hidden right there at the very bottom. He's counting. Got to make sure. Quality control. There's 2 right there at the top.
I found 7.
Yep. All right. On to the next one. Number 2 is 2 Chapels Royal. Things, what is it? Oh, the Chapel's role is to care for the spiritual well-being of the king and is a place of worship for the staff and residents of the tower. There we go. And there's your... Perfect. And while we are here, I wanted to say that, you can't know the Tower of London without knowing that it is famous for being the execution site of King Henry VIII's second wife, Anne Boleyn. It was also, I believe, I could be mistaken, so I apologize if I'm incorrect, but I believe these houses is where they famously imprisoned Guy Fawkes. And do you remember who Guy Fawkes is, Landon?
He's the one who did the gunpowder plot.
That's correct. Good.
But he wasn't the person who actually held the gunpowder plot.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
No. I learned about that in Host Nation.
Oh. Who was the guy who actually held the plot?
I don't remember, but it wasn't Guy Fawkes. He was just one of the main helpers.
Did you know that?
No.
Huh. Wow. You learned something new. right across from the two royal chapels, we found the 12th day of Christmas, which is 12 yeoman warders. Anything interesting? Oh, they said they have many traditions. Caroling, oh, like baseball, wiffle ball matches
against the U.S. Embassy.
Against the U.S. Embassy on Boxing Day. That's awesome.
A few
There,
days ago was Boxing Day.
And there are currently 33 yeoman warders and their families living here right now. Is that a job you guys would think would be fun?
Uh,
It was a trick question.
like what will you do?
Well, some of them would do the tours like you see. So they probably maintain the grounds. They help tourists when they come, like people who come and they can answer questions. And one of them takes care of the ravens.
Yes,
Guess what?
I would want to be one.
You would? I do believe in order to be a yeoman too, you have to be former military. So we found the 5th day. It's 5 gold coins.
Where are the 5 golden coins?
You want to find the coins? It was each coin was stamped with the face of the king or queen. In medieval times, that was the only way they could see what their king or queen looked like. Interesting.
I want to see the 5 golden coins.
All right, well, I believe it's over here. There you go. The coins. There are more than 5, yes.
That people have fucked up.
One thing I will say, if you're coming to the Tower of London and you want to see all the sights, the battlements, the tower, the crown jewels, don't plan it for around Christmas break because it is packed. It's easy for us because we're just coming for the holiday decorations, but if this is like you're only doing it, one and done, don't come during Christmas break. It says polar bear swimming in the Thames. It was gifted to Henry III from the King of Norway. And yes, it was kept here at the tower, but it was allowed to swim in the river and catch its own fish for dinner. Did you know that, Evie? Evie, there used to be a polar bear here at the tower. Isn't that wild? Yeah, it's pretty crazy thinking about it. Could you imagine coming to visit and seeing a polar bear?
Like a real one, not a fake one. Like
Yeah, a real one.
that'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing. It's good to know the 3 lordly lions are here on the outside of the tower. Let's see what their tree looks like. Very nice. Yeah, so these you can actually catch without going into the tower. According to the 3 lordly lions sign, the reason for the lions is because Henry III was gifted leopards once, which is insane, and as inspiration because they have lions on their coat of arms for England, and that's what inspired them to start a zoo at the tower. Who gifts leopards? Why don't you gift me a leopard for Christmas?
Yeah, sure.
No, we all know I don't want a leopard. What do I want?
You want a raven.
There we go. I want a raven. That's right.
Or a crow.
Oh, that's a nice shot right there. Awesome. That's going to do it for our short and sweet Tower of London holiday tour. We wanted to come and see the decorations and see how they did up the tower for the holidays. I think they did an amazing job. My personal favorite was the 6 wives of Henry VIII with the trees where they took the pine needles and made them in the shape of a dress. I thought that was really creative. And I also enjoy seeing the ravens, even though unfortunately they have to be locked up because of the bird flu. That's my must do every visit. Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
They said they did.
Yes.
Hopefully next time we come, it won't be as crowded and we can actually go inside and tour some of the inside and maybe walk the battlements.
And if we do, you may see a vlog of that in the near future.
In the near future. He's ready to come back already. But for now, that'll do it. We're going to head home and get ready for New Year's and 2023.